Okay, Vignesh.
Yeah, hello.
All right, we can continue, yeah?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Okay, very good. So, the next part that we're going to learn is specialization. Okay, what do you think specialization is?
Like there are certain jobs or something.
Okay, so the best way to explain something is usually through the use of examples. So, can you give me some examples?
Uh Specialization um like a person wants to play sports and then another person like wants to do engineering or something.
Okay, yep, that's a good start. Okay, so basically what we're going to yeah, that's a good start, right? So because factors of production are limited, right? Remember we talked
Mm-hmm.
about limited resources. Yeah, that's why what we want to do is we want to use these resources in the most efficient way possible. Okay,
Yeah.
so um, when we talk about specialization, this is in regard to which factor of production?
What was that? Was that a question, Miss?
Yeah. When we
Oh,
talk
I didn't get.
when we talk about specialization, which
Yeah.
factor of production are we referring to?
Labor.
Yeah. So usually we are talking about labor. However, nowadays it can also be machinery, right? Machinery
Oh,
meaning
yeah.
capital. Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
usually yes, you are right. We are talking about labor. Okay. So let me send you the definition of specialization first. Okay, I've sent it to you. So now, why is specialization so common? It's because we want to more and more people are finding that specialization greatly increases the efficiency of their factor of production. Okay, and these
Mm-hmm.
are also the reasons why specialization is so common nowadays. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So uh, So once you have taken all of that down, okay, the next thing we're going to do is basically a case study, which like we have done just now. Okay, so I'm going to send it to you on WhatsApp preferably. Can you
Mm-hmm.
print it out and add it to your notes? Yeah, because this is
Okay.
also quite important. So I'm
Yeah.
sending it to you. Okay, once you have received it, you can print it out now or later, it's up to you. Okay,
Okay.
so we'll discuss this case study. So you see how a carpenter would work probably 250 years ago. So you see the first four pictures, that's how a carpenter would work traditionally, right?
Yeah.
So you see, it says, what do you notice about these methods of production? You can see that he did everything himself. Production was low because it's very slow. He has to do everything
Mm-hmm.
himself. So
Yeah.
now you compare it to the second diagram, the second um, half of the case study. You see how it's so much different now, and
Mm-hmm.
how they increase efficiency of their factors of production. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, very good. So when specialization occurs, yeah, we also have something called division of labor. Okay, so meaning what does this mean? Do you know?
Ah, not quite.
Okay, what do you think division of labor means?
Like different type of labors.
Yeah, so when you have specialization, right?
Yeah.
An example would be if the easiest thing would be factory workers that
Mhm.
put together a doll, right? A doll or a soft toy. Okay, so one person would um, make the outside of the doll, of the soft
Mhm.
toy. Then once
Yeah.
that's done, the other person will be specialized in stuffing the doll, right? And then the last person would probably uh, sew it up and put the tag on, right? So these are
Yeah.
specialized tasks, right? So because all these people only do one thing, you have to divide the labor. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Okay, so um, if you can see in the case study, right? Can you tell me how Jack Sharma is using the principle of specialization and division of labor?
Uh, like he cuts the wood and then he assembles it, then he polishes and then he delivers the table.
Okay, but this one is him doing everything, right? So can you
Yeah.
apply division of labor and specialization to the case study?
Oh, okay.
So do you understand everything that we discussed just now?
Yeah.
Okay, so can you apply it? What are you having a challenge with?
Uh, I don't know. Like, wait.
Okay, do you understand specialization?
Yeah.
Okay, how about division of labor?
Not quite.
Okay, so okay, hold on, yeah. I will also send you the definition for division of labor. Maybe it will help
Right.
you to understand it better. Okay, so I've sent you the definition for division of labor. Okay, see whether you can apply it to the case study.
So I explained like for the second one, is it? Like the bottom.
Whichever you think you can apply it to.
Okay.
It's okay if like you don't know the answer, but just tell me what you're thinking.
Uh, what I'm thinking is like the first task is like a few workers are working on cutting the table. No, the table is being cut by specialist machine. And then for like the second task, there are carpenters to assemble the table. And for the third task, the polishing department are finishing polishing the tables. And then the transport business are like collecting the tables and delivering them to the furniture retailers. Something like that, I think.
Okay, very good. So now can you explain specialization and division of labor using this example? So just tell me where there is specialization, what is specialization and division of labor as well.
Okay, so specialization
Yeah.
is like the specialist machines, the carpenters, the polishing department, and the transport business. They're like uh, activities or something like that, tasks that are set for the workers to do. And then like division of labor is like uh, the task that each worker has, like cutting the table, cutting wood for the table, then like assembling it and finishing it off, and also sending it to the furniture retailers. Yeah.
Okay, very good. Yep. So basically, specialization is when the machinery does what it does best or what it's set to do. Okay, and division of labor is when the entire process is split up into different stations. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, very good. So what are the advantages of specialization?
The advantages are like that each department is for the workers to focus on uh like whatever the workers are like good at doing, they can go into that
Mm-hmm.
department or something.
Okay, and what does this lead to? Why is this good?
Uh, it's also good because like it won't take a long time. It'll be very quick as like there are many departments and like it'll finish quite quickly.
Yeah, very good. So remember when we talked about limited resources? So this will
Yeah.
increase the efficiency and output, yeah, of that
Mhm.
of the labor. Okay.
Yeah.
What else? So in terms,
Uh,
so that's the first one, right? So now we
mhm.
are looking at it from the business point of view, from the owner's point of view. Is why is specialization and division of labor good for the company? So the first point is increases efficiency and output. What's the second one? What can you think of?
Um, like the finance will be less, I think. Not quite. Mm, not so sure.
Okay, the next one could be so for example, right, look at the case study that we were doing, Joe Sharma. So in what's the difference of in the first scenario compared to the second scenario? So can you imagine
Uh,
yeah, what are the advantages of him um, specializing and dividing the labor?
Like the first one, it takes longer time as like it's done by individual person, and then like the second one, it's like done by many other people. So it's like each worker has a job in the company.
Yeah, very good. Okay,
Business.
so the next one is you save time. Yeah, because for example, in the in the scenario that we looked at, he was moving from one station to another because he was doing everything himself, right? So now we save time by specializing and dividing the labor. Very good. Okay, and how about another advantage?
Um, like uh, oh, I don't know what else. Um,
Okay, so the last one could be instead of having one worker do everything, right? You have one
yeah.
worker do only one thing. So what happens is you need to give them less skills, correct? Just
Mm-hmm.
just give them, let them be like a pro at doing one thing, right? So this
Yeah.
makes it easier, quicker and cheaper to train workers. Do you understand?
Mm,
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
so you don't have to equip them with so many skills.
Okay.
Okay, very good. So
Yeah.
now we'll move on to the disadvantages. Yeah, why would specialization and division of labor, why would that be a disadvantage to a company?
Uh, it will be expensive.
Why?
Uh, um, not so sure.
Okay, so let's look at the case study again. Okay, so going back to the same scenarios would be best when we are thinking about like concepts and stuff. Okay, so
Yeah.
why would the second scenario, what are the disadvantages of the second scenario? Can you think?
Like, mm,
So okay, so imagine if you are the worker, right? And then
yeah.
instead of doing like 10 things in a day, so instead of having like to be able to switch it up during the day, all you're doing is you only get to do one task during the entire day.
Mhm.
So how would you feel about that?
Like, not good.
Okay, why?
Uh, because like you feel like you can do other tasks, but you're only asked to do one task.
Okay, all right. And how would that affect your work?
Um, I don't know.
Okay, so one of the things
Yeah.
that might happen is you may be bored, right? Because you only have one thing to do
Oh,
and you
yeah.
do it day in, day
Okay.
out for like probably the rest of your life in that company, right? So this, when you're too bored and you're not able to switch it up, what happens is your efficiency may fall. So remember, what we are trying to aim for is to be how to use our factors of production most efficiently, right? So the disadvantage of workers getting bored is our aim may not be fulfilled, meaning efficiency may fall, therefore our aim may not be fulfilled. Do you understand? So that's the
Yeah.
first reason it may be a disadvantage. Okay, and
Okay.
the second one is the second one is imagine if the second at the second station, right? You see in the picture there are three carpenters. So what
Yeah.
happens if um, maybe three of them decide to go out partying last night, and today all of them suddenly fell ill and they cannot come into work? So what happens then?
Um, there won't be backup because like there are other people doing other tasks that they are meant to do.
Yeah, okay. So because no one else can do what they do, because they're also specialized, they only can do one job, right? This may affect the production, correct?
Yeah.
Because when station 2 has nobody working there, then things can't move. Yeah, so that is the
Yeah.
second disadvantage. Okay,
Yeah. Okay.
okay, now we're going to do an activity. Okay, so for the first one, I think you may have to include illustrations, diagrams, stuff like that, so you can print it out and paste it in your
Okay.
answer. Okay, and then once you're finished with A and B, you can let me know, and then we will discuss. Okay,
Okay.
all right.